Black kites. The most striking bird species in this year's spring bird migration. I guess it is not a coincidence that we do not see other raptor species in this region. It's like they invaded this place. The black kite, which is a very large and dark-colored predator, has a light-colored head. It has almost all the features that a perfect predator should have. They have been here since the migration period began, and their number is between 150 and 200. Some hunt in the wetland just behind, while others rest on tree branches. It was really exciting to see dozens of black kites flying right above us, while we were shooting this documentary. Let's leave these excellent predators here for now and take a look at what's in the wetland. We can clearly feel that spring is coming in the wetland where the nightingale sounds are echoed. With the participation of butterflies, the enthusiasm of spring in wildlife has reached its highest level. Let's see what's going on in our wetland, which looks like it came out of the pages of an old fairy tale book. First, we stop by a small pond where frog sounds and marsh warbler sounds are mixed together. These creatures are so well camouflaged that we cannot see them, even though we try very hard. When we arrive at another part of the wetland, Glossy Ibises is the first to welcome us. Let me point this out here. The distance between where we are and where the birds are is about 150 meters.
We could not get any closer because there is a field right in front of us. We were able to take the images from such a distance, with the thought that if we approached the birds, they might escape. We have previously captured the image of Glossy Ibis, a dark-colored bird with a long and curved beak. This is the second record for us. With their long legs and long beaks, they feed comfortably in such wetlands. Glossy Ibis looks like it is from prehistoric times. While the glossy ibises were feeding here, two dogs came and disturbed them. So the birds went away. I guess these dogs just want to play some games. The two sheepdogs began to run after them. These two shepherd dogs drove away those two mischievous dogs that were bothering the birds. When the dogs were gone, the glossy ibises came back to the area where they had just been feeding. In fact, there are more bird species in this region, but we were not very successful in taking images because the distance was too far. Birds were flying behind the trees, but species identification was impossible. To summarize briefly, the birds in this region are ruddy shelducks, seagulls, grey herons, Eurasian teals, garganeys, Eurasian coots, common nightingales, marsh warblers and some other songbirds. Now we come across a western cattle egret. This is our first time seeing western cattle egret. It was not on the list of birds we have seen before. A truly extraordinary bird with its beak, eyes and feathers. The distance here is about 50 meters. This western cattle egret allowed us to view from this distance. Although the western cattle egret was in the backlight, the images we took were not bad. It was exciting to see this extraordinarily beautiful bird up close for the first time. We watched it for a long time. The cattle egret feeds on a wide range of prey, particularly insects, especially grasshoppers, crickets, flies and moths, as well as spiders, frogs, and earthworms. The species is usually found with cattle and other large grazing and browsing animals, and catches small creatures disturbed by the mammals. Studies have shown that cattle egret foraging success is much higher when foraging near a large animal than when feeding singly. Where numerous large animals are present, cattle egrets selectively forage around species that move at around 5 to 15 steps per minute, avoiding faster and slower moving herds. In Africa, cattle egrets selectively forage behind plain zebras, waterbuck, blue wildebeest and Cape buffalo. Dominant birds feed nearest to the host, and obtain more food. A conspicuous species, the cattle egret has attracted many common names. These mostly relate to its habit of following cattle and other large animals, and it is known variously as cow crane, cowbird or cow heron, or even elephant bird or rhinoceros egret. Its Arabic name, Abu Kurdan, means father of ticks, a name derived from the huge number of parasites such as avian ticks found in its breeding colonies. The cattle egret is a popular bird with cattle ranchers for its perceived role as a biocontrol of cattle parasites such as ticks and flies. A study in Australia found that cattle egrets reduced the number of flies that bothered cattle by pecking them directly off the skin. It was the benefit to stock that prompted ranchers and the Hawaiian Board of Agriculture and Forestry to release the species in Hawaii. After a while, other friends of the western cattle egret also came. You never know when a surprise will come your way while spending time in nature. Today's surprise was western cattle egret. We had a lot of fun watching them. We hope you enjoyed the footage you watched. Please subscribe to our channel if you like the video and do not forget to hit the like button. Your support is very important to us. See you in another chapter. Goodbye.